I gotta go rescue my golden girl. Coop way in the back. I gotta make a small coop for our one lone chicken, but for winter. You're all molting. Look at you. You're losing your feathers. The barred rocks, they're normally really big chickens. But they have molted and they're just growing their feathers back in for winter. I normally don't feed the chickens eggs, but if they break, I do. I don't want them to get into the habit of eating eggs. We have one chicken that does eat eggs, like that we will peck the eggs in the nest. But other than that, they tend to not unless they break. All right, that's enough chicken videos. Right? Right, honey? Hello, pretty. Hi, pretty girls. What are y'all doing? Oh, okay. Yeah, I got a big kale plant in the front of the house, so I feed the chickens kale, and I put it in my dog's food because I cook my dog's food. I have a Jack Russell, and a few years back, he had got a really bad like gas infection, like I can't say the word, gastrointestinal type infection in his stomach, and he was vomiting blood. So ever since then, I have been home cooking their meals. And they stay away. It was because they were getting into the chicken poop. Another reason why the chickens ended up being not free range, because I didn't want the dogs eating the chicken poop. So yeah, so my dogs are home cooked meals. Yes, just because of that incident. I lost two. Then I bought a like a teacup chihuahua, and it ended up having neurological issues. I can't say the word. Anyway, it ended up having neurological issues. It was going to be close to $5,000 for an MRI on a 3-month-old puppy chihuahua. So I ended up having the puppy put down, unfortunately. But then I got my Jack Russell. And like a year later, actually to the day, my dog was vomiting blood one day, and yeah, that was like a $2,000 vet bill. But yeah, chicken poop in large sums is bad for animals. I mean, who would have guessed, right? That's sarcasm. But yeah, so um, anyhow, yeah, so I cook my dog's meals. I get chicken, sweet potatoes, rice, low sodium like bouillon cubes in there to give it some flavor. I add the kale in. Carrots, whatever, and when we have stuff like laying around, extra veggies and stuff, we give it to them. So they eat well. They eat better than we do. Jesus, they get home cooked meals like every couple days, fresh off the stove. But look at this thing. What a beast, right? It works though. It just looks crazy. But yeah, and our chicken coop is just made from scrap, from stuff that we found in the barn. It used to be behind our house, and the greenhouse was the chickens' day spot in the wintertime, but we moved it this summer to cut back on rodents, and it's just disgusting. Flies, the smell. Anyway, it's so much easier in the back there because we can just dump everything right into the woods. It's great. But yeah, my son's going to help me over the next few weekends getting everything cleared out of the garden, and then my husband's going to somehow drag the greenhouse as is all the way to the back field, and then the chickens will be basically basically getting ready for winter. Then we have a snow fence that we're going to put up around the outside of the chicken coop to protect them. But I recommend if you got chickens, getting yourself one of these greenhouses. It was like $200, less than that online. Um, and you want to get, they're like all weathered. As long as you're able to be around when it's snowing to shake the snow off of it, these things are amazing in the wintertime. When it's really cold, it helps keep the chickens warm. It's always warmer in the greenhouse, especially when I put it out in the field. It'll have sunlight all the time. So I'm kind of excited about it. Can't wait to redo the coop. Yeah, I broke my leg in the middle of moving the chickens from behind the house over there, and I had wanted to like decorate and make the chicken coop really cute, but no, I ended up hurting myself. So that's what we were dealing with. But I don't know. Yeah, thank heavens I was driving the car with airbags when I crashed. So it was my fault. It was my fault. I pulled a U-turn. I didn't take into consideration that the lights were on a timer. It was late at night, and so the car that hit me never slowed down because the light immediately switched back to green for him. So yeah, I ended up getting my car turned into a U. I got pins in my hip, a rod in my femur. I mean, I got poison ivy all over me right now, but I've got hardware in my ankle. Yeah, I got a tib and fib was broken. That's on video, obviously, on my YouTube page if you've seen it. Me breaking my leg, but I'm also getting the dash cam from my car accident. But they said not to like March, and they haven't improved it yet. But I told them, I'm like, it's not to like disrespect the police in any way. It's to be educational, about what not to do. I mean, I see people pull U-turns now. It's risky, especially it's just to save a few seconds. It ended up costing me months. So I should have did the right thing and just followed the road signals. But anyways, I hope everyone has a great Saturday. I'm about to go in and play some Oculus. Bye. Peace. Yeah, I'm covered in poison ivy. I've been dealing with that. Sucks. The chicken coop is filled with poison ivy on the outside. Anyways, bye guys.